Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back one more time. I will actually explain this whole situation in a second, how this death stare literally is much worse than what we have thought before, because this is going viral. People are tweeting about this, especially when we know that Meghan Markle is about to visit UK. This is blowing up on the internet. But before I share this particular clip with you, I just want to actually share with you some very interesting news coming on mainstream media, because this is making headline. This is so important. Just like this video footage, other news about Meghan Markle these days, they're making headlines in the mainstream media, unlike in the past. Why? Well, it is because this thing is just unraveling. It is just getting much more interesting. We will see some real truth coming out. What is that? So what was reported on the news is this one. Take a look. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, okay, have been offered a royal residence to their visit UK with their children next month. So this is nothing new. We all know that. What is new is what is coming. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will be accompanied by Archie, 7, and Lilibet, 5, for the family's first trip to the country in 4 years. Means for the first time these children will be able to see their extended family members. Oh my god, like, can you imagine? And we have been saying this, these children, they're invisible, they are surrogate, they are this, they are that, but now they will be brought to light in UK with the family for all of us to really see and understand who they are, how they behave, how they were raised. BBC News understands that the family has been offered accommodation on a royal estate but have not yet responded to the invitation. Harry doesn't really have a choice. He doesn't have money to stay in the UK on his own. Obviously, he cannot just go into a motel or a hostel or a backpack in Australia and stay there. That is something not possible. Harry cannot do that. He has to spend a lot of money for his accommodation. And now the royal family is saying, okay, we will take care of that, King Charles. But Harry, for the PR sake of it, he's like, let me think. But we know, Harry, we know what you are thinking. And that is that to save money. This is going to be a nightmare for you. Now, they have not responded to this. On previous visits, Prince Harry has declined the offer to stay at Buckingham Palace due to security concerns over using such a high-profile visible building. I mean, your security concerns, all of these things will be taken care of by the monarch. And people are not liking it. There is online backlash. People are shouting, they're screaming, and they're calling King Charles, do not give him a dime from our tax money. People are just having it enough. But this is why perhaps it took 4 years for the whole situation to calm down, because people were boiling over what Harry and Meghan did with the British monarch, with King Charles. It is not clear which royal residence has been made available to the family this time around. Let me tell you this. Meghan Markle wants to go back to the residence where she stayed so that she can recover her note. Remember that thing that she wrote down a lot of things when she was staying in the monarchy with the royal family? She said, I have a diary, a notebook, where I wrote down a lot of interesting things, and I'm going to be exposing the royal family once I go back to UK or when I feel like doing it. And remember, these are all very dangerous threats from Meghan Markle. We should not be taking it lightly. Now, Harry had already committed to a series of events in the UK next month to mark a year to go to the Invictus Games for injured military personnel. The games will be hosted in Birmingham next July. This is why he's going, but now King Charles is taking full advantage of that to see his son and kind of like reunite with him. So we'll talk about the king and the grandchildren and Prince Harry reunion in a second more, but I want to share with you this particular footage that is going viral at the moment, and this happened in their last trip to Colombia. Okay, and this is what happened. So Meghan Markle, as you can see here on the screen, she was smiling. Okay, so this is where things get interesting. So from this face to, you will see the death stare in a second, how drastically it changes her face. Okay, facial expression, take a look. So here comes the lady, and then Meghan looks at her, and immediately the smile is gone. The smile is absolutely gone. Is she worried about his safety, Prince Harry's safety? I don't think so. But what she is worried about is, don't touch my husband without my permission. And then the lady went on, she went ahead and touched him. Harry was not sure where this touch was coming from, left, right, and he was looking. But then Meghan's death stare was caught right on camera. Take a look at how it changed from a very smiling person to a very grumpy, angry, mad, livid woman in matter of no time. So see how she was smiling, and then all of a sudden she saw this lady, and see her facial expression. It doesn't have to be that way, Meghan Markle, because you are not in a unprotected area. You are in a very protected area. The guards are there. You do not need to be staring at someone like that because you fear security. But again, she was not afraid of the security or safety of her husband. She was she was boiling over because of jealousy, hatred, anger, arrogance, hubris that she has. I mean, this woman, she can entertain Prince Harry much more and much better way than Meghan Markle can, because take a look at her hands going up in the air. She's so excited. Harry did not notice that yet, and he's still trying to find out who she is. He's trying to maybe get a picture with Harry, and then Harry realized, okay, so we have this woman here, and I think Harry could read Meghan's vibe. Okay, Harry could read Meghan's body language even without looking at her. At this point, Harry wasn't looking at Meghan Markle. He was looking at this woman, and Harry immediately realized that if I don't behave right now, I will be in big trouble because Meghan will be absolutely mad. This kind of death stare is nothing new. You have seen her taking all fake photos with Prince Harry in the past. So this one says, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's marriage has been rocked by fiery rows over their dwindling income, according to new claims. So radar online, they're basically saying the reason they're going back to UK is not just for the Invictus game that will take place in Birmingham, but it is also because they really have no other choice. Meghan, her business is a complete disaster, a super flop of the century, and Harry's situation is also not getting better. It's actually getting worse because they need money to survive, to even take oxygen, which they do not have much left. And so they have decided to make a visit to the UK and get some financial dealing or help from his father, King Charles. That's pretty much what is happening at the moment, according to many analysts. And then you also have this one of my new favorite clips. Minutes before Harry and Meghan to turn around, Princess Anne was letting Meghan know where to stand. So this is a very historical moment, and Meghan tried to muck it up. She tried to destroy, she tried to ruin it, but then she was put in her place. I'm pretty sure you have seen this footage before, but I want you to take a look one more time. As you can see, the Queen was not happy with her. Even the basic courtesy, she did not have one. Let alone having royal courtesy. She doesn't even understand what courtesy means. And this is where the Queen was getting frustrated. Princess Anne was noticing it. The Queen was noticing it, that this bizarre creature doesn't know what she's doing. And so she was told, hey, you don't come here because your place is not here. So Anne immediately blocked her, if you have noticed that. And Princess Anne noticed that, and she immediately blocked Meghan Markle because Meghan wanted some photos with the Queen. She doesn't want to take picture with her loser husband. She knew that she has to go for the for the the best picture, so that people will think about Queen and they will automatically think about Meghan Markle. But as you can see, Princess Anne is blocking. Right away she realized this creature doesn't know what she will be doing, so I better step in and protect my mom from this photo embarrassment, because the next day the British tabloid will be publishing photos of Meghan Markle standing alongside the Queen. That's not what Princess Anne wanted, because that's not what Meghan Markle deserves. In other words, the Queen was treating Meghan Markle as a commoner, okay? As a commoner. You are, and indeed, in fact, she is a commoner. She should not be in this kind of, places where she will be seen with the Queen and also Prince Philip and with the high-ranking royal family members. So, yeah, the Queen did the right thing. And especially with all those, death stares coming from Meghan Markle is something that I'm pretty sure the British people and the British monarch, they have taken notice of how awkward she can become. I'll give you more updates. Subscribe for more videos, guys. See you in the next one.